Hello everyone, welcome back to Solasta, Crown of the Magister, oops, all Warlocks. Last time we had a curious encounter with the Lord Protector of the Realm, which was like a bit slimy, but necessary. Then we travelled across the lands and got into a spot of bother because we were asleep when we were ambushed for an encounter, but we managed to rustle our way through that. And now we have a whole bunch of basically stuff to go and kill one thing after the other after the other. Do we think we could deal with this spider nest? Let's try. Since we're over here anyway, less than a day's travel, even if we go slowly. It's 11 AM right now, so our travel will be in daylight hours. We get some acid, we get some rations. Are we taking a long rest? Our fatigue is getting worse and worse and worse. Don't understand quite why that took as long as it did, but grateful to get through any hike without being attacked on the way. Alright, so it's almost midnight now. This seems terrible. I was hoping to not have to have a fight at night. There is a campsite here after we finish this fight. I don't think any of us are suffering with tiredness or anything like that. We could take 8 short rests to get to dawn. It's a bit bizarre. Like, I wish I could do a wait. Oh, we can't short rest here. It's not safe. Alright then, well. Off we go, I suppose. Let's get... First of all, let's get some temporary HP.
Necro Jure.
And let's get an hour's worth of bark skin for ourselves. Run away. Do it on portraits.
Arcana Muto Clipae.
Alright. So our AC with... Are you telling me we did all that and my AC doesn't increase while bark skin and a shield? Bark skin is just a flat rate for AC. That is so rude. I'm kind of mad about it. So shield or no shield, our AC is 16. Well, you live and you learn. What a waste of a feat. But okay. Iron Man be Iron Manning, I guess. Right, we'll get cautious. And we'll go and get this plant before we try and engage the spiders. I'm imagining that... the other spell that we have... oh, we've already collected that. We got Dragon Rose. Sure. I was thinking that we might want to use Thorns or whatever it's called, but we would have to lose our concentration on our bark skin to do that. Crimson Spiderlings. Looks like 3 of them. I don't see like a mummy spider or anything like that. Hopefully the fire has some of them lit back there. We're going to creep. Oh, there's a spider right there. Okay, who is going to go first? Somebody with Agonizing Blast, because that means they will take the Charisma modifier as extra damage. So, it starts. Or it doesn't. Did they just get out of the way? There you go. The spiderlings are surprised. That is great news for us. all three of them in the fight.
Damn.
We have been seen, but that is to be expected, given that we attacked. We're almost certainly going to take a long rest on our way out of here. So, this is not going to be spells or magical effects. Just give me Quasit Binding. Then Tamara. I wonder if we could perhaps shatter a couple of these. We don't have shatter. Alright, scratch that. In that case, I'm just going to go hard and fast on the first creature. Decent rolls. We remain hidden, which is lovely. Then Hevor will be up. What are we gonna do? There's our shatter option for these two. Yeah, let's just go with that. 26 thunder damage. They're vulnerable to thunder damage. That is such good knowledge. Alright then. We will hide behind this cliff. You're surprised. Revor is up. We can't make the dash over to them. We could stick Spike Growth on if we want to lose our concentration on our current spell. Let's just attack with advantage on this. 1 damage. Alright, we will put ourselves closest because we want to be the tank. We've got the temporary HP after all. You are surprised. Back to the top of the round. Alright, we have not spent a spell slot yet. Let's get Malediction going here. And then Eldritch Blast. Good. We're rolling so many 1s on D10s right now. You do not have much health left. Do we just go with more magic missiles to have you be finished? Yes. Yes, we do. So if you haven't noticed, right now we do not know this creature's health, but at the end of each fight we can do it's like a nature check or a survival check or something, and you can slowly gain knowledge about the creatures that you're encountering on your adventures. And you learn things like how much HP they have, what their attacks are, what their vulnerabilities are, and all that kind of stuff. Alright, let's go with a Shatter, just because they're vulnerable to this, which means double damage. But they make the save, and our rolls weren't great, so they take 12 after 6, which is like so-so. Spider's up.
I thought we said cautious.
Yes, I will Hellish Rebuke. It's 12 fire damage. Then we'll go in with a big swipe of our weapon. That is 1 on a D10. It just makes you sad, doesn't it? We're rolling so many small damage die here. Now, Poison Spray is probably not going to be very effective, I imagine. Do we currently have... Quasit is vulnerability, or rather resistance, so we would take an opportunity attack if we tried to dive away. We've spent both of our spell slots, but we are enough tiles away that we won't have disadvantage on our attack.
I thought you could fight.
Bad times. Hevor, we do not have a spell slot. More bad times. Right, at least they're not doing a great job of killing us. We should have this in the bag very soon.
Victory is yours.
That soon, in fact. 337 XP. We're farming spider glands, right? Don't know if we need a certain number of them. But we'll just take everything that we find here. Some magnificent gauntlet. Simple weapon, 1d4 damage. I'm going to guess that that is a monk weapon. Scroll of fairy fire. Manual of crafting scimitar of acuteness. We'll just take all of that. Nothing more at the back here. We could long rest here, or we could wait until we're out on the road to long rest. Magnificent chainmail. Very heavy. There's a prime longsword. I will give that to Trevor. Because what I want him to have is primed longsword there. And then if we do carry around the shield here for the occasions that we don't have... I guess if we hold on to it, if bark skin fails, because you do have to concentrate on it, our AC will be a little higher. It's just a terrible time all round, really. This is not a min-maxed party, that is for sure. We can get up here to harvest whatever root this is. We get some troll acanthus. Acanthus. Let's grab ourselves a short rest to get those spell slots back. And rather than resting here, I think we will just go out on the road and worry about long resting on our travels back over to whoever it is that wanted these spider glands. So back to the Verdant Valley. We will take a slow pace, less than 1 day. We have our spell slots. We've taken a long rest before heading out. Back to the Forge Outpost. That's going to be where we hand in those spider glands. Alright. Simply hop up here. We can probably sell off a bunch of that really heavy, fancy armor, because we're never going to be able to use it, so we might as well be identifying it to increase its worth, perhaps, and then selling it. Even
skies,
more recipes for us.
Lovely spider glands you brought me.
Happy to help.
It's clear you're both capable and reliable, so I have another request.
Another delivery?
Or rather, a forceful message to be delivered to some annoying neighbors.
So we're going to get
Annoying
political now,
neighbours.
isn't it?
Yes. Not far from here, there's a small settlement of giants. They make our operations in this area more complicated than we would like.
And you want us to...
To take care of the problem,
Meaning? Kill a bunch of giants?
whatever it takes. Just as long as we can continue our
But we like the
operations
giants.
unhindered.
Giants are our friends.
And exactly what would it take?
I don't know. Kill them, perhaps? Or bribe them? Or drive them away? Whatever works.
Fine.
Many thanks.
I dislike that we
Stay
can't
in the light,
decline this
friend.
quest. Be like, nah, giants are sound. Don't worry about it. Alright, we get some XP. We've got a bunch of new recipes. We should think about crafting stuff on our travels, really. Before we do that, let's do one of these.
Arcana Evo Oculus.
Now we know what is magic in our inventories and such. Did we deal with the
We
giants
made a deal
already?
with the giants. They're pretty friendly.
Glad to hear it.
You have been great friends to me and my organization,
Happy to help.
and we feel that should be recognized.
With another harder job, I suppose.
Oh, no. Just another courier job. Not dangerous, but very confidential. We had to be sure of you, because this job will take you to our main base in the swamps.
All right.
I'll give you some directions.
I don't think we want to be going to the swamp just yet. Right, we get loads of crafting things. What have we just gathered? What are you? You are Tellurian's gift for Hasdrubal. Consume, study, increase score intelligence by 2, increase maximum intelligence by 2. Crafting manual 5 times corrosive bolts. I assume that one's a gift, not a quest item. Yeah, because that has quest item flagged on it. So we'll read that. Close. We'll read that. Close. We know this one. Nope. Read that. Good. Right. I wanted to trade with you. That was the whole point of clicking on you in the first place, not to hand in the giant quest that I didn't even know we were doing. Right, so these are currently worth 168. I'm guessing then that they're not going to increase in value if we do this. Still worth 168. Okay, so if we're selling magic gear, we don't need to identify it in order to get the maximum value out of it. That is great knowledge. Get rid of that and that and that. Can't use any of those. Honestly, we'll get rid of this other braces of sparkles. Pendant. Not a magical focus or anything. Sell all of that. Then over here, we can sell these heavy crossbows that we don't need. Magnificent chainmail armor we definitely cannot equip. The rest is stuff we might be able to make some use of at some point, I think. I don't know how we're holding 155 weights worth of stuff in just this. I can't sort by weight though. Nothing here. Nothing extra there. But we are reasonably well off for cash at the moment, which is a lovely place to be. There's all kinds of things that are slowly becoming available to us as we increase our reputation with this gang. Your crafting speed is increased. I don't really think we need that right now. All kinds of stuff that we've sold back by the looks of it. We get a 10% rebate on any of our purchases. Let's just look into the crafting menu a second. See if there's anything that we can craft or that we would like to craft. We can't craft magic missiles because we don't know it. We can. Scrolls of magic missiles. We don't... I thought I had most of these other kits. No one in the party possesses a herbalism kit, a smith's tools, a malacannon rosary, or a poisoner's kit. Alright, well let's get one of each kit then. I really thought we had one of each, but... We've got scroll kit, smith tool kit, thieves tools. Thieves tools again. Scroll kit. And scroll kit. So that's all the kits that I've been seeing. Alright then, do you have kits? Small smith, malacannon rosary, a herbalism kit, a poisoner's kit. We'll buy one of each of those. So now if we go into that crafting menu, we can start making potions and lotions and tonics and stuff, which is going to be great because not only can we sell our excess, but it also means that we'll have more healing potions and the like, which is going to be really valuable to us over time. So a potion of greater healing, let's get crafting on that. We can make all of this stuff. We can make any of this stuff. Apparently, Tamara is going to be in demand for making stuff. A longsword of acuteness. +1 attack. We don't need a second +1 weapon, really. We need more dragon rose for that. I also should figure out which of these poisons are going to be most beneficial to us. 1d8 damage, inflicts paralyzed. 48 hours to craft it, though. Let's get another potion of greater healing going, and if we can find some more dragon rose, that'll be really nice. Is there dragon rose around here somewhere? Blood daffodils, blood bush, moonflowers, bismoss, magnesium. Other stuff hasn't grown back yet. Galavan, amaranth. There's loads of crafting materials here if we want to spend the time to gather them. Deep root. Barrel. I love harvesting barrel. Alright, I think we're done here for a hot minute. So that crafting will get done on any downtime we have when we're traveling or with long resting, that kind of stuff. What is our next bit of questing to do? Harvesting stuff. The troll gives me concern. Marin Ving, Badlands Bears. We can go back and return the report. That's no bother. Right, let's make our way back. We will hand off the report and then see where we're going from there. There's a lot of stuff just in town in general that we haven't poked around yet. I'm more interested in trying to be reasonably efficient about things. 37 food is lots, so we will go slow here. 2 days, 1 long rest. Hopefully, we don't get caught out and surprised, because that is bad for us. We find some mushrooms. Luckily, they don't kill us. That would be really interesting if, like, you could opt into making survival checks or nature checks to see if it's going to be stuff that's going to get you wrecked as you go. Take me to the city entrance. Thank you. Love not getting attacked on the road. Alrighty. So the report needs to go to the person in the pub. You have some kind of news for us.
Hey,
What's up, friends?
we're looking for giants.
What? Giants?
A bunch of them. Probably more intelligent than most.
Does she look like Sansa Stark
Roaming around.
to anybody
I haven't heard
else?
of one giant, so a bunch?
Just a
It was
tiny
worth a
bit
try.
in a halfling kind of way.
Oyez! Oyez!
Right, that's our stash. We don't need that. Do you have any general adventurous supplies that nobody else has had that I would really like right now? We could take focuses for other areas of the body so we don't have to hold our component pouches. That probably wouldn't be a bad thing to do, would it? We take two... we could take... This is belts, isn't it? We could take like a circlet, a belt, a bracer, and another circlet for now. We will equip those in just a second. Corrosive bolts, chain shirts, regular weapons, scroll of greater restoration, crafting manual O. Read this crafting manual to learn how to craft crafting manual O. Well, that is broken. Alright. None of this stuff is anything that we need imminently. So let's distribute those spellcasting focuses. I thought I bought 4. I did. Right. You can have one on your head, and we can get rid of this. And equip. Healing remedy there. And then similar story elsewhere. We can have... Oh wait, I have to hand them out, don't I? That would be good. You can have a circlet. You can have a bracer. You can have a pouch. So put that there. And put that there. Still able to spellcast. Still able to spellcast. Swap that over. Good. Put that there. Put that there. Alright, we can now all still spellcast, but we all have a healing item in our emergency pockets. Carrying on up to here. Rhea is a cleric type, I think. So they have holy symbol stuff, more healing potions, potion of comprehend language if you're really struggling to talk to the giants, I guess. Cast heal once per dawn. This revivify is really the one that I want, because we don't have any way to cast revivify otherwise, but just lots of really expensive gemstones. And even a scroll of revivify, I don't think any of us would be able to cast it because it's not on our spell lists unless one of us has it on our individual Warlock spell lists. We'll find out when we get to level 5 because one of us should be able to learn it as a spell, I think. If it is a tool available to us and our spell lists. Catherine, let's go to Catherine first. They want to hear about the message we have, I think.
Here, your document.
Thanks. Any problems along the way?
Not at all.
Your friend wasn't exactly talkative.
Not his job. Are you planning to go back to the forest? Can't promise anything. I need this package delivered to Samco.
Will that make us part of the club?
Soon.
All right.
Good. Happy hunting.
They really like us going
See
back and
you
forth
around.
between these two places, don't they? Just any opportunity to get me killed in a random encounter. We get a silver chime, a diamond, and a small package. The diamonds are spell components and crafting materials. What was the other one? There's the quest package. There's the silver chime. A nice silver chime with minuscule elvish runes engraved into it. Please tell me that that's magical. It might be... yeah, it is magical. It might be the one that opens locks. I think the spell is knock. We'll find a trader to identify that for us in a minute. There was a feat that would let you know what stuff was as soon as you got it, but
Clear
I can't spend a
skies,
feat on that
travellers.
right now.
My name is Seema Temple.
Hello.
Nice to meet you, Seema.
We're looking for a man called Marin Ving. Have you heard of him?
Marin Ving? Nah, sorry. Doesn't ring a bell. Where are you from?
The Principality of Masgar.
I see.
Do you know
What
how
do
to
you
get?
want?
Because we're...
What
Tell
do
me
you
what's
mean?
Our
important
Lord
here.
Protector does. Even if you cross the you'll end up facing
Like that net.
bad luck, I
Yes,
guess.
yes.
You don't
What do you want
like-
from us?
I'd never say it.
Anything we should know?
Can I trust you?
Sure.
There's a guard in front of the gate over there. He confiscated something that belongs to me. A book. Bring it back, and maybe I'll trust you.
We'll see what we can do.
We have a deal.
See you then.
Right, stealing a book, eh? We don't have greater invisibility, but we do just have invisibility. Who has the best proficiency in sleight of hand? 4022. So, Flame, this could be a job for you. Who can cast invisibility on Flame? We will lose concentration on detect magic. I think, yep, that's fine. Right, Flame's invisible. Flame is cautious. I think this is the book, isn't it? A simple job. The temple asks you to recover some things confiscated by a guard near the middle gate. It's a risky move, but it might help. Well, we'll see what we can do. We don't have bless or anything like that. I don't think any of this stuff would help us. Poison damage, fire resistance, dark vision, magical effects. No. Right, let's stand here. Attempt a pickpocket while we're invisible. We're invisible. How dare you? Alright, well we got caught once, but the punishment for failure seemed minimal. We just pissed someone off a little. Let's go hand that back then. Glad we didn't just start a random fight and become prisoners or something.
It's done.
Impressive.
So, what can you tell us now?
Orenetis has enemies. An organised rebellion, hoping to dethrone him.
Are you one of the rebels?
I'd never say that.
That invisibility isn't very invisible, is it?
She doesn't trust us yet, that's all.
Old habits. Trust is a rare currency these days.
Feels just like home.
What if we'd like to know more about the rebellion?
Bring me back another item that was taken from me.
Of course.
Really?
It's a box in the Gartis outpost. One of the Dominion's checkpoints in the valley. If you bring it back to me, I'll tell you more. Maybe even something about your guy, Marin Ving.
Ah,
Now we have to kill Dominion soldiers?
Again,
Or we have to steal from
we'll
them.
keep-
We'll see how that goes. Right, we have a fresh quest.
homage to the Lord Protector for his upcoming birthday.
How are we doing on our quests then? Harvest stuff, go to a base, go to the valley, deliver a package to Samco, hunt bears, Seema asks you to steal a package from an outpost. Go in the caves, return to Gartok, and inform the giants are not in the city. Alright, well we can do the trip back again. We can deliver this package and go and see the giants. That seems to be our bread and butter for now. Let's take a short rest because we spent a spell slot on invisibility. The invisibility wears off after an hour, which is expected. Let's head on back, and hopefully we won't get an incredibly drawn-out encounter on the way back. There's the Gartis outpost. We are going to the Verdant Valley. We still have 37 food units. We will go slow, 2 days, 2 long rests. Now, I'm assuming that going slower is safer, but also there is the chance that camping twice gives us twice as many opportunities to be ambushed at night. So, swings and roundabouts, I guess. As we're going, you see we're making Arcana checks whilst trying to craft potions. Now that one of those is done, we should be crafting something else once we get the main menu to have the option to. Take me to the Forge outpost again. Thank you ever so much. We're getting really familiar on this road now. I feel like we should get some kind of bonus to surprise rolls when attacking other creatures on the road, because we know this terrain incredibly well. It's basically the only place we've been. Right. Again, up the ladders. Hand in the quest. How are we doing for XP? Nearly at 4.5. Still need like 2,000 more, but we're getting there. Just like asking the Dungeon Master, did we level up? Did we level up?
hey there.
Clear skies.
Once we get to 5, I'll chill out
Looks like
about
you
it,
make
but I
Kefren.
really want 5.
It felt more.
She must have told.
Is your
Sure is.
Right,
Thanks for them.
take my
Julian
stuff.
strike true for
Stay in the light.
Good. Did we get a nice reward? Small pack. We lost a small package. We gained an elven cloak. An elven cloak do. Okay, we don't know that it's magic yet, but if we go like this and like that, we can learn that it's magic. And then we can come over to Teller in here. We got 560 gold left. Tell me about this cloak. Cloak of Elven Kind. Advantage on Dex stealth checks, disadvantage on wisdom perception checks, spotting the wearer. That is a great thing to have. And what was the other one? This thing. I'd love to know what this is. Chime of Opening. Cast Knock 1 charge. Used cast Knock spell to open a door or chest. After 10 uses, this item is destroyed. Alright, so we get exactly 10 of those. 460 gold. I'll save what we have for now. There's still some other magical items that we don't know their true purposes, but I'm not too worried about it. So we should take a short rest and attune to that cloak with somebody. Short resting is just like, if we had a tally for how many short rests we took. Flame was the person who had the highest sleight of hand check, so let's give them the cloak. And then to cast Knock is a loud thing to do, so we'll give Tamara the Chime of Opening, because that is spellcasting, and spellcasting is loud. Is there anything here that we can take yet? The Verdant Valley. Did we get anything from that? Do we have to click something else? Scavengers are heading back to these locations. Okay. So you're not going to tell us what stuff came from there yet. That's fine. Alright, very last thing to do. Let's go and report back to the Giants. And then we can end this day, I think, exactly where we started. In front of the Giant camp. No one in the city, my dude.
Agata, we asked him, so...
Real.
Right, they want us to go look elsewhere then. A minor shard of ice. Reach the swamp. We have heard about the swamp, so that shouldn't be too bad. A thief's work. Well, we might be able to steal something rather than having to necessarily fight over it. Is there anything in this barrel that I want? 4 rations. I will gladly take it. Alright then. Well, that is plenty enough adventuring for today. We are not dead yet, but who knows what will happen in the next episode. For now, thank you guys ever so much for watching. If you're enjoying the series, please do consider subscribing or hitting that like button. If you have any questions or comments, you can put those down below. Otherwise, I will see you guys in the next one. Cheers.